Portrait, Chapter 3. Before I dive too deeply and I tackle boxing paint supplies and too many little details about my life as a 16-year-old, I'd love to take a chance to get into a different component that seems important, a different way. I want to stay focused on my sentimentality. Besides, that box of paints lasted me for years. Along the way, I like juggling a few different creative outlets. It's definitely wonderful to have her in my life as a grand matriarch and lead my dad's side of the family. I was fortunate, even though my life split too when my parents split at age 8, and soon that wild childhood home full of those murals would be sold off, eventually painted uniform beige, I assume. My mom was an artist as well, provided me with tools to hold on to, learned and grew up. She was the type of parent that instead of expecting straight A's in school, prioritized effort. It was okay with a few B's as long as I was trying. School didn't particularly thrill me until perhaps my first sentimental breakthrough when my friendly 10th grade English teacher signed Fahrenheit 451 as our next read. It undoubtedly became my little turning point, in which I quickly decided that learning and whatever being intellectual meant sounded interesting. Math and science never really struck me in that sort of way, but before long I had examples in my life. Heroes. Weren't athletes, and books told stories about things, felt relevant. Then there was Kerouac. Finally, I wasn't worried about that strange feeling that I didn't really fit in with my friends. Didn't matter. Soon I was off to Potsdam, New York. Seemed so far away because it really was in lots of ways. Interesting new ideas filled my head. I had no idea what to do with them, but it didn't matter. They were wild, adventuring figures in my books. Chapter 4. It's cool to be different. Surely I was lucky to walk around with an idea like that. From my own personal readings of Kerouac to Into the Wild, little senior in high school humanities class, suddenly that patchy beard made sense to my classmates. Maybe helped that my backyard became a place for bonfire parties where my mother would say, "Okay, no more than 20 people." Soon there were double that, and there were cops, and there weren't half of them on the run. My mother at least partially understood. That was out of heart, joy. No real trouble outside the big picture of the law. There was heart. A beautiful trouble that perhaps only college could satiate. Going away and those beautiful drives with my father would always send me off with a pack of Genesee beers and with such gladness, because that was what his dad would do. He loved it, as did I, those drives. Driving, with special opportunities to converse and put mundane distractions all aside. Of course, it was a little sad to leave it all behind, partly. Contemplate my selfishness when he would leave me there and head back to Rochester. But we all had belief and a grasp, an idea that it would all benefit. College, great North Country, Potsdam, small village with wide eyes that seemed to be built for and around the noble idea of personal freedom and the pursuit of it. Finally, there I wasn't the only outcast or strangest looking long hair. Potsdam not only had students I could relate to, but professors who also found a way to groove with that madness. Right away it was clear. Students in their big leisure, smoking cigarettes between lectures, looking off in their own way, dreaming, swimming in their own pool of degeneracy. My courses that semester were grouped together with about 20 other students in what they call the first year interest group. I picked that orientation, the theme, of course, Into the Wild. Even though I was quite set on psychology as a major and had no serious interest in geology, I was enticed by backpacking as a course, which amazed me that it was even being offered. 5 days in the woods, the Adirondacks. Spent some bits of my summers in those woods, but never away really, never far from the comforts. Soon there I was, sitting on my backpack on the side of the trail, eating what I could carry in my bag. It had to be meticulously tied up in a tree at night so the bears or critters wouldn't get to it. It was just what I needed. It still wasn't enough, thankfully.